Hello and happiest of days to you folks. I hope you guys are having an absolutely amazing day today. Welcome to my 10th Let's Play for The Evil Genius. It's James Bond spoof base builder where you only control yourself and your henchmen, not your minions and that sort of thing. So in the first episode, we waited a few. We set up the first part of my base. Then in the second episode, we got a bunch of different things taken care of. And then in the last few episodes, we have increasingly been doing some of these various things and getting my henchmen up. Now you'll note that in the previous one, I brought in a biochemist in number 9. But he died before I could get him up and running. So one of the things I did off screen was to go ahead and kidnap that person here on my means right now. We got 96 and that sort of thing. You see, I've got means for all the advanced ones. Biochemists, the martial artists are the ones that I just got in the last section. And that sort of thing. So now I'm getting into my more advanced minions in section of the map. I also finished off all of the uber loot that are down here, as well as the 2 of the totem poles and that sort of thing that are down here in my Evil Genius henchman. As a reminder, so let's take a look at my objectives. I still need to get to 200 insanity. Finish that up, that notoriety rank of 200, that sort of thing. And then I still need, I finished the loot and pillage one, as well as the laboratory one. But the curse collection needs finished. Now you need to get different infamy to get the next level. So here is the map after just finishing that. You'll notice that we still need diplomats as an advanced minion. So that'll be diplomats are here in the Middle East. They require a ton of valets, and since they're high risk and high heat, that's going to be really rough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait here a little bit. You see my notoriety rank here is 141. Sort of thing. And Mariana Mamba, the lady who's moving around the map, is the first super agent that we've revealed. She could come to my map too. And if that happens, that'll be the first time you would have a super agent maybe. So I'm gonna leave Smash alone. Remember, there are 5 different alliances against you. It's set in the 60s and that sort of thing. So what I'm going to do is I need since the next totem pole needs 145 notoriety, and I need to get more notoriety here and there. Normally I would do notoriety here in Smash because you can only get up to 100 notoriety in each place and that sort of thing. Here in the early game, I think it's the same. Let me head over to one of these other places. I'm going to do a 5 notoriety mission, so I can wait there. I can't do that one, and that's the other thing. That's also Smash 2. But let me check over here in a nice territory, just Australia, here in Sabre. I could do, although it's 10 guards, so that would be, it is 10 notoriety. 10 notoriety isn't the worst thing in the world, but 10 guards, even there, probably a little rough to do for heat purposes. This one is just 5. It's 5 notoriety. It's exactly one, and a couple of workers and 1 risk. So let's do fishy business here in Polynesia. So we'll send over 4 workers, double the amount since it's a heat on. That tells you how often you're probably going to lose your folks. Also send, this is pretty fast. Also send 1 valet and 1 guard and 1 tech to help with that stuff out. I'll actually send a couple more workers. 5 to 6 would be good. Workers tend to be with surprise and that sort of thing. And then after doing that, hopefully the next mission will appear for the Cursed Triple. Remember, the Cursed Triple, you should do a symbol of 4 of them. They have negative interactions. Now it's just a base defense. Let me check in here. I can see some of these guys appearing up on my screen and that sort of thing. And here's my menu. Now here is my research. We're going to research. Let's take a look and see. Looks like these are the med bays, and I got 2 of them. So I'm going to pay to figure out which of these 2 you need to force to get the research done. Alright. I have unlocked the laughing gas trap. Alright, let's build it. Another research one. That is the X-ray machine I just built in the last episode, pretty late. It's those 2, the centrifuge and the laser. Alright, let's build that gas trap. I'll build it down here.
Object has been ordered.
Yeah, right. Now again, I typically use my traps to just destroy it. And they're smart rather than something that actually kills them. And that sort of a thing. Check over here. Alrighty, so one of the things that's actually a camera right there. If you can tell, the CC is moving a little bit. So I'm actually going to build an undisguised sentry gun right there between the two. I'll push it out a little bit, dude.
Object purchase order confirmed.
Take a look at the map. Alright, they've just been dropped, so let's go ahead and get that done. This is the fishy business one.
Commencing
27.
mission.
2 workers. You can see the heat there had dropped down to a. Well, I probably should have done a couple more valleys, but since I just did right, that sort of thing, I probably could have done a couple more on that sort of a thing. I'd have to eat a little bit more, maybe a spin doctor or something like that. But you get the idea. Don't want to risk too much. Yeah, I lost a couple. I lost like a few workers in the guard. Now, this one popping over here tells you this is where the next piece of the tunnel is.
I've also heard that some evil men have recently been causing mischief in this part, so make sure you take a good book with you at all times.
Alrighty. So now I pulled those guys off the map already because the next piece of the tunnel is there's also a piece here and here that I've been that you're ready to make it. So I'll need to be in the Middle East for 2 of the things, and since the Middle East has a seven alarm area, it's not something you want to be in. This one is just 5 decks. That's a nice. Decks will be pretty easy, and it's I think it's a nice. It's risk pretty much light too. Mariana Mama there, we simply wouldn't want to do it, and I'm still gonna call him down and then get the diplomat too. So, alrighty, let's check it out. Alrighty, I'm also going to build one of those over here, the disguise. So here we go, right here.
Object has been ordered.
That's good. Alright, there we go. Let's take a look and see how we're doing on the map. Looks good. Just base defenses, just checking around. 97 people. I should be able to do another mission. Now that we've recovered pretty quickly. How am I doing on the science meetings? We got 7 biochemists, but now you can see we're pretty good at all this stuff here. 97 minis. Check over here real fast for base defense. Oh yeah, we got a lot of smash. I'm gonna move to a yellow alert. Pathetic, but yeah. I'll send over to you. So let me try to send first because I want her to get over here because she can't teleport like Dubai. Uh-oh, they just killed that guy, that freak. And then I'm going to bring over Dubai next. And that sort of a thing. So I'm going to teleport him over for base defense and for smash.
Rage pod at the max. I use some things.
Now hopefully you can help those to get messed up. Now let me add another freak. So that way that next freak is taken care of for you folks. It looks like Dubai died. And he's, well, not died. He's been still unconscious. And also stunned. That person too. So gotta do some base defense for that. The smash. The smash is the weakest one. Yeah, he's unconscious. Alright, so it looks like she was attacking somebody that got killed. So I'm gonna bring her back down here. Bring her right down here to get that guy killed. Looks like they're not killing the scientists, only killing guys that are attacking them, like maybe military and such. So there's 3 left here. That should be enough for her to take out. They are going inside of the base. That's not good. So I definitely need to check patrol now. Here they go.
Warning! Hostile presence detected in base.
They just told me to my base. So let's check in on where they're at. Any left? Looks like there's a fish way down here. They just killed it. That's true. She's killed it. Come over right. Jubai's gonna come over there and take.
New objects are
I've
available
just
for purchase.
unlocked the examination chair in our infirmary. Do I have space for that? How big is that? I'm going to try to remove this. See if I can put it right there. Let's take a look and see how big the examination chair is. I got some space in here. That's too big for that. So what I could do though is to move this X-ray here.
Warning! This object
I can't move it where it's physically at. I'll leave this too. I'll just do that. While I'm doing that, let's go ahead and send some folks to the map. Not here because although my heat's dropping, that's not going to be too bad here. So that sort of thing. But let me check over to Australia.
New object.
That's the Zengar one. Let me check out India. Maybe we might have to do it. India's got it's a 5-minute already. Does two valets, 1 tech, and 1 guard is 1 rest. Let's do it. 2 valets. Let's send over 3. 1 tech, 2 techs, 2 guards, and I'll also send over a few construction workers too. We'll do that. Well, a lot to knock out gas trap. Let's come down here. Let's do this.
Warning! Critical hotspots are blocked. Move this object to a more accessible location.
Alrighty. Alrighty, how we doing? Map defense. Let's see some footwork down here. This is
Kill tag issued. Intruder tagged for termination.
so let's go over. Let me send my henchmen right back here into these various places. To
But once that's it.
for them to hide back near the front of my base. Alrighty, so that's actually a 20 heat. That's not good. There. And then down here, I'll put the examination chip down here, and then let's see that should be good. Doesn't look like it. Looks like the same size as the X-ray machine. That sort of thing, unfortunately. Alrighty. I could take out the pharmacy booth. Let's just put another place for the exam chair. Maybe. What other places do I have I built up? That sort of thing. Do I have any places right here I can put it in? I can put it right there. That's. I can also destroy that freezer. Itself. Just build an extension right there. I'll do it. So Mariana Mamba has now arrived on the island. She's the first official super agent to arrive. So they think so. I'm going to weaken tag her. Now she has an ability that will, in order to make sure, we'll see where she showed up. She is on the front. That's not it. So she has a special ability to cause somebody to drop data. That sort of thing. So I have sent a bunch of weak tag folks for her and that sort of thing in order to drop her smarts. But what will happen is that she can get my people. So we typically don't want high-level minions to defect and that sort of thing. So you can see a bunch of people over here. Now we'll try to weak attack her. That sort of thing. Now the good news is that while it's happening, and that sort of thing. Alright, so I'm going to stay at our yellow alert. She just arrived. Let's head back to the map. Let's do in the drink real quick. And actually, while I'm here, I'm actually going to go over to here, the Middle East, and do that while she's here. And this is the 5 decks. A couple of workers, a couple of soldiers. Let's do a couple of 3 spin doctors. 3. So that one is 5 workers. How many workers is it? It's 5 techs. So send more techs. I'll also send a scientist too, and then a couple of mercenaries. While she's here on my island, to make sure that she's good to go. You can see I got a big old
Super
line
agents
over
are
here.
the world's
And you can
top
see this
spies,
little
or at
map
least-
about them, and that sort of thing. You can see a big old line of the valets and stuff all over here.
Hello, Delhi. This is Abdul's Eye in the Sky, reporting on traffic from the top of an elephant. From up here, I can see a tailback ahead caused by a sacred cow in the road. There is also a tailback behind me caused by quest by my elephant. Moving on to news from the subcontinent, the evil mastermind has struck again, despite the best efforts of Sable's colonial forces.
You can see now she can see her weak attack has been dropped, and now she's being attacked by this freak. So now they're just going to all run, and hopefully while she's being attacked by the freak, she will drop shits. All right. Good stuff. All right, head back to the map. See how we're doing over here. All right. That's my bit already. We're at 151. So after this one, I should be able to go over to here and get the last one here. I think it's there, the west coast. Double check. How's my power? I got plenty of power. While that's still happening, what I was going to do, if you'll recall, was I was going to talk about where I should put the infirmary. That's everything. So I'm just going to put one right here. But I don't want to do it right now because I'm going to be stealing the totem pole here soon. That means that I'm not going to so I don't want to be bringing in a bunch of items while I'm bringing in a totem pole because it's hard to figure out sometimes where they're taking it in a larger place like this. I am going to bomb that because I can tell the difference between TNT bomb and that's it. Let me check over here. How that's still Mariana? Yeah, it's still her. It looks like she has now gotten better. So she is still. Let me check with my folks. Are they now on the map? They are. I'm going to go ahead and run this super fast while she's here on my map. She is. She's over here. There are a few 3-7. I'll go ahead. kill tag the investigators while she's still being. Hopefully she's not going to leave the map right now. Let's see. Yes, she is. Maybe she's going to return to the map here in a minute. So I don't want her to be returning here to this place. Let's take a look and see. Hopefully she'll become released. So that she does that she and a regulation up here too. That could be bad news. How much time is left? About a minute and a half. It looks like I didn't start things up there. That's a abort. I might have. So I'm going to go ahead and hide until she leaves. That sort of thing. Now that she's gone and I don't have a high heat anywhere right now, I'm going to go ahead and stay down my because so we got
Intruder tagged for termination.
contact these folks.
Intruder detected on security network.
Good stuff. Check over to here. Okay. Yeah, it looks like I started it. That sort of thing. Sorry about that. It's probably going to take a little bit more of your time. That sort of thing. Like over here super fast. Move this to plotting and back to hiding. Because you have to reload that every few minutes. Alrighty, how we doing over here for base defense? While waiting for that to happen.
Kill tag issued.
Capture tag you all because you're right here. Actually, looks like you guys are blowing up my stuff. That's not good. Like the regular Justice Agent left, so as soon as she goes back, I'll go back. Check a look. You can also see that dropping, and you can see this drops down, and then once that goes, you can see this counting down instead of counting forward. And then once that happens, I can go ahead and get that started. Alrighty. And then we'll get her taken care of. See, all those people are just getting
Hostile presence detected in base.
So I'll remove the tag.
Tag
I
removed.
don't think that's well. You can see that they're getting us. Now they're all got their smart removed. I don't need to increase my heat. Over here, I'm going to build a fire extinguisher here.
Object purchase order confirmed.
Check over here. We are ready to start this, and so I'm going to start
Mission underway.
Alrighty. Now just wait. And then while over here, I'm going to go ahead and build the sensors and that sort of thing. Let me actually build a motion detector.
Object has been ordered. Object purchase order confirmed.
Then I'll connect those. Trap. Alrighty. Now if that's going on, let's head back over here at least. Where the next section of the totem pole is. That sort of a thing. And then we'll just check again. About 30 seconds. And then as soon as this happens, I will keep them on the map. You can see that the totem pole here actually is just one notoriety and that sort of thing, and it's just a high heat. And then again, when this happens, I'll let the radio guys play, and then we'll be good on that side of things.
Good evening. This is a World Service broadcast. There is increasing evidence that the evil organization is trying to reassemble an infamous Red Indian totem pole. After the totem pole was looted by colonial ethnographers and carved up into 4 sections, a curse was placed on it by the tribal elder. Legend has it that if the pieces are reunited, the curse will be lifted.
Got it. It's here. I'm going to put this down where here.
Object will be moved shortly.
That sort of a thing. And remember, each of those have negative things, and the next one should be here. But it might be 155. Right. So I'll go ahead and wait. And I got my henchman back. How we're doing over here. My heat's back down. I could do this one. What's this one? This one is just 3 workers. Yeah, I can do that. 3 workers. And I risk of 1. 6 workers. Actually, 6 would be good. No marksman. Then a couple of spin doctors, a tech, and a scientist. You're an idiot. I'll just do a scientist because I'm down on the tech side of the thing. Sit back, I'll do a guard too. And there we go. Just to protect. And then I'll do that again. Hopefully, I'll be able to do the next one. Totem pole section. And get those assembled. And how we're looking over here.
Kill tag issued.
I'll go ahead and have this person attacked. Do I need any more freaks? Actually, the one that I do. Let's check the look and see real fast. Yeah, I can grab it.
Intruder detected on security network.
Alrighty. Let's go over to here. Put some infirmary doors here.
Object has been
Then
ordered.
I'll add over here the machines.
Object purchase order confirmed.
Examination chair here.
Object has been ordered.
And a top clock here over here too.
Object purchase order confirmed.
Alright. Then the next thing I need to do is to get this diplomat tattoo, also from the Middle East. Now this one is a huge amount of heat and 35, but you know also to help drop that. Alright, so now we're just checking in with everybody. There we go. Here comes the folks, and then we'll just get that mission started right now. 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Super fast. And then when that's over, we'll go ahead and get that started for you folks. That's not good. Lost a lot of folks on that one in just a couple of seconds.
Hello, Delhi. This is Abdul's Eye in the Sky, reporting on traffic from the top of an elephant. From up here, I can see a tailback ahead caused by a sacred cow in the road. There is also a tailback behind me caused by threats by my elephant. Moving on to news from the subcontinent, the evil mastermind has struck again, despite the best efforts of Sable's colonial forces.
You heard that you saw that I just unlocked the last of the tokens. That'll be the last of my objectives, and now we'll just get my notoriety up. And I will finish up mine and then get the diplomat. And then that should be good to go. So that's the rest of mine. So let's see how much time I got left. About a half an hour or so left for you folks.
harder.
Make sure all this stuff's on the map because I don't want to be getting the last totem pole and then trying to figure out where it is for like half an hour. Alright, so let me go ahead and save the game right now. Since we're in a good place. Oh, no. Save games. I'll look at this. Alright, I'm going to hide over here because you can see that we got this guy over here. Picture guy. I mean, it's going good everywhere. I still need a good plan. Alright, now, oh, here we got some folks that just landed. These are pathetic saber investigators.
Intruder tagged for termination.
Normally I probably wouldn't bother with them too much, but right here, my friend. This is my freaking gun. My base is on fire, it's not good. It's right here too.
Kill tag issued.
Is it over?
Warning, hostile presence detected in base.
Back and go like we saw those soldiers do. I'm gonna move over to Jupon.
Intruder detected on security network.
They're both dead. Never mind. I don't want to waste his world ability since they're both dead. Accidentally. Alright. Let's go ahead and do the final totem pole. 2 minutes and 48 seconds. This is the value. This has actually that's got a huge amount of risk. Let me send in some more folks. Let me send in a couple more cards. About 4 risk is a huge risk. I don't want to be losing all this stuff at the same time. I'll send another couple of conductors. I'll also send a mercenary too. Yeah, I don't want to have all these things. How we look on our soldiers. I'll send over another couple of construction workers too.
Warning, high security door breached.
I don't want to because that's definitely a huge risk. Let's go ahead and kill time.
Intruder tagged for termination.
Warning,
hostile presence detected in base.
Check in over here. Here my heat's dropping, so that'll be next. The 8 valleys there will be next.
Kill tag issued.
Alrighty. So there we are. Valets for that one. Unfortunate because I need a valets for that. For the next one too. How's my base doing? Got plenty. 97. There's more valets. Alright. Just checking in to see how we're doing. Everything looks like base defense is fine. Actually, come over here. Just take them fast.
Intruder tagged for termination.
Alright, I'm actually going to save this again so that it's that high of a heat. Normally, if I right, for you guys, normally I would just be like doing that 2 or 3 times. Not heat, I'm sorry, the danger, the risk. I'm going to lose a lot of my maintenance over there. Alright, how we doing down here? Good stuff. Alright, let's get this started. The 4th totem pole. 5, 4.
Mission underway.
2 minutes forward. That's gonna be a lot. Alrighty. So luckily, all my base stuff has been built up, so I'll know that what's coming down the pipe will be. If I can't find out where it is, and then we'll make that big giant totem pole. The totem pole has to be finished on the first level, just so that. So you do need to make sure that happens on the first level. I lost a lot of focus issues on it. That's not. Alrighty, let me go ahead and just start heading down to some of these other places. This is the workers. That sort of thing. Do I have enough people down here? I could. Yep, that's 8. So they're about over here. And this Cuba's a tiny little area. Maybe I could get ready for this to be my next place. It's just 7 workers, and that's it. Actually, there's 5 workers and 2 guards. Let's do that. 1 risk, and above 2 weeks. I'll do 5 workers here. Actually, I'll need to wait for AD&D. Workers, 2 guards. I'll also send a couple of spin doctors here too. Alright, just hope that works for everybody. Bellies. Alright.
Good evening. This is a World Service broadcast. There is increasing evidence that the evil organization is trying to reassemble an infamous Red Indian totem pole. After the totem pole was looted by colonial ethnographers and carved up into 4 sections, a curse was placed on it by the tribal elder. Legend has it that if the pieces are reunited, the curse will be lifted.
That sort of things. I can figure out where he is, and that will just make sure that we are good to find this person. Let me see about where I'm putting it. Yeah, one time they put it in the archives, and I was like, why are you guys putting it there? It's weird. So let's put this down here. Then these 4, now they're all next to each other, will assemble into the best, one of the best items that we can have out there. Are we ready to go ahead and get this started? The Cuban, I think it's called the Cuban Surprise, sorry. Mindset Laboratory, 5 workers, and 2 guns. How are we looking down here? Man, I got 5 here right now. What's the danger here? Like, if it's just a light danger, like a light, it's got a 1. I'll go ahead and get started.
Commencing mission.
Then over here, I want to get to this episode 2. My heat and smash is strong. How's my? But I need to wait for my valleys to build back up. Looks like all my bike bags are here done.
Objective complete.
First objective done. You can see here it's now been formed, and now they don't have negatives. So I'm going to pull it back out here. Looks like I can't have it here in that space. So I'm going to put it here.
Object will be moved
And
shortly.
do this.
Hola, Cuba. This is the national news broadcast. Remember, all other radio stations are banned. If you listen to them, you are betraying El Presidente. Viva El Presidente! You may have heard distressing rumors that a horde of evil persons have committed an atrocity in our beloved Cuba. El Presidente would like to make it known that these rumors are false, and any evidence to the contrary is merely going to. On an entirely unrelated matter, El Presidente has made a request to
I have 160. You can see down here, I got something that's glowing. Oh, that's a steel plate. That's good. Alright, so I'll grab that. That's 5 notoriety and so forth. But I want to, since it's in the same place as here, at least I don't want to have that while I'm still trying to get the double mines. That's what I'm This is right. So I'm gonna send back 2. I'll just do it with 8. That's another optional objective for you folks. How many heat is that? It's just 5. Notoriety. I'm sorry, heat is fine. It's 5. So now that's been. Did I get that movement? Yes. Let's see. Closer. Step.
Object will be moved shortly. Warning, high security door breached.
Yeah, we're ready to send over a bunch of valleys. Still got 5. It's just there. Do I have valleys here? Nope. Alright, I'll go ahead and get this started.
Intruder alert. Security door bypassed.
How we doing on valleys? Alright. And nobody's training about it. Yeah, that's not good. So let me go ahead and add some more desks. I think I got enough. I got like 6. Yeah, I got 6. Yeah, that's more than enough. Let me. Yeah. Alrighty. I'll actually come down here then because I have note that it's got also 8 workers too, so I'll send over here workers now. 3 techs and 3 guards. 3 techs. 3 guards. And then I'll send over my 2 workers here. And then I need to send over a bunch more after this is done. Because I definitely like to steal from Smash for these things. Because they are they really want. And that sort of a thing. And then we'll go here, get this started.
Underway.
Okay. Notoriety up a little bit here, here. And typically I don't like to get my notoriety too high. I only do it when it's required by missions. This person. Any more over here? Any kill type? I see somebody over here. That's it. Is that person?
Warning, high security door breached.
Yep.
Intruder tagged for termination.
Guess my valet is still at 3. Not training anybody. Alright. So after this is done with the science thing, the cloning chamber was
Hola,
looking for
Cuba. This is the national news broadcast. Remember, all other radio stations are banned. If you listen to them, you are betraying El Presidente. Viva el Presidente! You may have heard distressing rumors that a horde of evil persons have committed an atrocity in our beloved Cuba. El Presidente would like to make it known that these rumors are false, and any evidence to the contrary is merely coincidence. On an entirely unrelated matter, El Presidente has made a request to Hammer for more troops.
I think HP enough. Right. Yeah, like workers, 3 Texas drives. Plotting. That sort of thing. Because I'm in Australia, there's not a whole lot of heat here. Australia is like has no heat, so you don't. Yeah, so you're not probably either. I've been down there for a bit. Alright, got 86 minions. That sort of thing. How's my bellies? Still 3. That's good. See, somebody is training a valley into a spin group, though. And unfortunately, I needed those valets for the totem pole, but I also needed them for the diplomat. And bunches of them. That was a high kill zone. Here's a risk of 0. This person's running. These ones now unloading on good stuff. We're going for reservoir based defense. I think we're fine. Yeah. Attack these people.
Kill tag issued.
Just check down here. We'll get started 2 minutes in those seconds.
Commencing mission.
That cloning chamber is also an ultimate one I can make clones on myself to drop the heat on myself. But just like the totem pole, I need to finish here on this side. That's it. Then after this is done, I'm probably going to do base defense and rebuild up my minions. Now I could just do a couple of high notoriety, and then move to the second level, finish up that quest, do a couple of 10s, that sort of thing, and then for you folks. But then I would be going to the second island without diplomats. Diplomats aren't exactly the biggest issue world, that sort of thing. But you know, you get the point. I figured I should probably have diplomats for that. And that sort of thing. Alrighty. Got about another 15 minutes. That sort of thing. This is 0 risks. You can see most of my people up the 833, none of them have died. since we did succeed. Let's go. Alright, so that way we can get this done for you folks. And we did finish the totem pole, which was a high risk. Not so much time. Alright.
Hello there, this is Dr. Ingram, broadcasting from Antarctic Ice Station Overcraft. This transmission is for the attention of SMASH. We've lost contact with Ice Station 2, so please send assistance immediately. Hopefully it's a false alarm, but Ice Station 2 is working on some extremely advanced cloning technology, so we can't
I'll go ahead and
afford
send
to
it.
take any risks.
Warning, burglary in progress.
We got currently 4. Good job with clone chamber at.
Intruder tagged for termination.
Steal some of my loot.
Warning, hostile presence detected in base.
Yep, they do. Let's see what they stole. Unfortunately, if you recall, my headphones don't actually work here. That's the thing. Here, let's go. Alright. Alright, where did the cloning chamber land? My science exhibit. Alright. Is that Katarina? Nope. Just worried about Justice Legion. That's a valet. How am I doing with the valets? That's the only info. Alright, got about another 2 minutes. I won't take too much of your time. All that stuff. Right, is it for the men tough. Any more freaks I can make? Yep. Alright, so we're going to be making a freak for the deep base defense. Alright, do I have enough over here for this mission? Nope, 5 heat. No, 5 in the variety. Just need another one. It's 1 risk. I got 1 more. There's 2 valets, but it's got but it does have 20. That sort of stuff. What's mine? Just so I do want to do this because I think at 175 is the next I can recruit another henchman. So I'll do this one, and then I'll figure out who my next henchman is, and then we'll call it. Alrighty, let's just do one more person over here. I'm going to go to Siberia. Doesn't really have a high issue because there are a ton of military forces over here, workers, right? I get a couple of mercenaries and 3 guards and 3, right? And he still doesn't have that much. And that's okay. Actually, let me go ahead and send over another construction worker just to make sure. Because for some reason, I feel like I'm been waiting for that last construction worker for a while. Actually, there we go. So I just make sure that's good. I'll actually make another construction worker real fast.
Cannot accommodate this
Actually,
many minions.
that sort of thing. That's part of my menu. Now it'll tell me that I don't have 100, right? That sort of thing. But right, and having a couple more early on probably shouldn't be the worst thing for me. Maybe a couple more research workers help me with that valley recruit. Do I have enough over here for this one? Yes, I do. Let's get this started.
Mission underway.
Rascal here on the only private radio station in the USSR. Still trying to shut me down, but they won't find me. Siberia's too big and I'm too smart, yeah? Word is that a powerful evil organization has been making a fool of Hammer, committing crimes and getting away with it. Hammer's trying to cover it up, but you guys know Rascal will give you the skinny.
Alright, now which of my minions do I want next? Here are my options. Right here in Siberia is Red Ivan. Red Ivan is a great guy if you want to increase your military presence on your base, but he blows up all your stuff, all your minions, and that sort of thing too. So he is a force multiplier later on when that's needed, but he's a lot of work to get them. You have to take care of, but he'll be definitely blow up stuff. Another option over here in Cuba is Montezuma, if I recall correctly. Yep, he only needs one worker to go get him, and that sort of thing. He's also a long range guy. He's like Red Ivan. I'm sorry, not like Red Ivan, but he can send your folks back. He also is a ranged guy, but not exactly the best of the range folks. Then we have over here Madagascar is Dr. Narside again, just like the previous one. She would want the worker to come in here and recruit. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Then over here is the Butcher. The Butcher's more of a doctor. He's more of a melee guy, and that sort of thing. And down here in South America is Moko. Moko is also a very strong person that knocked out those folks. So I'm going to go grab Montezuma. Montezuma is only 0 risk, and that sort of thing. So let's go knock out 1, 2. I'll send over a few. I'll send over 2 of these. And then a couple of 1 guard, a couple of spin doctors, and that sort of thing. And a couple of mercenaries too. So we're looking at those, and that sort of thing. And I'll just take one from here. What's the worst thing here? If you're coming to 0 risk. Alright, let's go recruit Montezuma. Definitely, typically like Montezuma, that sort of thing.
Commencing
20 seconds. 0 heat. I'm sorry, 60. Fire. Right.
Hola, Cuba.
Lose it.
This is an official broadcast with news of the best enemy of Cuba and El Presidente. Viva el Presidente! Papa Jambalaya, the Haitian voodoo priest, has been a guest of honor at the presidential palace, where he has been helping El Presidente cast hexes on his enemies. Jambalaya has just insulted us all by turning his back on Cuba and deciding to defect to the evil organization.
These dogs look like you. Yeah.
Right. So you saw that there's Montezuma. Here are Montezuma's 2 abilities. The first one is his voodoo puppetry, which is good, and then his mind fog, although it takes a lot of stuff. Alright, these guys are coming at me right now, so let's red alert this. I'll do base defense first. Sorry, yellow alert this.
We gonna eat their souls right there. Them best be praying.
kill tag issued. Intruder detected on security
This
network.
is a ranged attack. I'm going to be using him to get him leveled up. It's just like I did with the Major for a while, because his skills actually do require a lot of
I did.
You
So.
can see he got killed. Those were weak soldiers. So that's it. I do like Montezuma though. Let's go ahead.
Intruder tagged for
Tag
termination.
him. Let me see some folks.
Warning, hostile presence detected in base.
Go ahead.
Kill
And
tag
then
issued.
I would have had Montezuma for that.
Intruder tagged
Down
for
too slowly every
termination.
time to get him up and running.
Intruder alert. Security door bypassed.
See on the map my hammer heat probably gonna be pretty high because I just did like 2 missions that are back to back. And then you can also see that Jet Chan has just been appeared on the screen. He is the animal guy. Here he is. I think it's him. Yeah, he's a martial arts melee guy. Alrighty. So there you are. Alright, so next week I'll try to get enough people up here and running, do some base defense, build up my guys, get the diplomats, have another couple of things that get 200 notoriety, then we'll unlock the second island. And the farm one too. Alright, so that's what's coming up next. If you like it, let me know what you thought about this. Let me know your thoughts. Do all the YouTube stuff. And then I just want to thank you so very, very much for just taking some time out of your day and fasting, right? And watching my videos, because we all have so many things that are happening, right, in our lives. So we're pulled in so many different directions too, right? So the fact that you spent this time with me, that's incredibly humbling. And I appreciate that so very, very much. So thanks again, and have an amazing day.